Welcome to the Agents of the Unexplained. Grab your gear and let's journey into the mysterious world of cryptids and the paranormal. Get ready for an adventure into the unknown. Listen carefully as you're guided through the unexplained and cryptid phenomena that challenge our understanding of reality. Here is your host, Bill Rigby.
Hey everybody, for some reason my intro didn't work right. Oh, shame on it. But anyhow, tonight I'm very excited. I got the Pittsburgh Paranormal Society wild man on. None other than Shawn Kelly. Let me bring him in.
Hey, Bill.
Hey buddy, how you doing?
Pretty good, man. Thank you very much for asking me to be on your show, man. I truly appreciate it.
Hey, I'm very honored that you're here tonight, Shawn. I really
Awesome.
am. I really enjoyed doing your show that night.
Thank you.
It was a very relaxed show.
Was it? Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
yes, and I really enjoy it.
That's good.
Yeah. For some of the people that don't know this famous guy, his face is everywhere, 250 countries. Because he's on that radio program. He has some serious listeners too. Thank God he does, man, because he puts on one hell of a show.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Now, there's a couple things I want to cover with you just to get things going.
Okay.
Is there a lot of ghosts in downtown Pittsburgh?
There's a ton of ghosts down in downtown Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Tons.
Tons.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The other thing, so the people know, how many years have you been investigating?
Okay. I've been in the paranormal field since 1984 and till now. But I formed the Pittsburgh Paranormal Society back in 2006. I took a trip to Gettysburg. There's my buddy Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. Good to see you.
Hi, Rhonda.
And I took a trip to Gettysburg in February of 2006, and I got on one of them ghost tours. And I had a lot of fun. I mean, it was great. So the next day I went out and I bought 2 of those cameras that you get off the shelf, you know?
Yeah.
And I just took like 48 to 60 pictures. I don't know how many. And man, when I was done, I went to the Rite Aid up there, and they developed them, and I didn't get nothing. I didn't get nothing, or I really didn't have nobody explain to me. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Right.
To be honest with you, that's when I was hooked. Hey, River Rose, there's my buddy River.
Yeah.
Good to see you,
River
buddy.
Rose, how are you?
She's a doll. She's a doll.
Yeah.
So what happened was I came back, and in March of 2006, Eaton Park up here in Dormont.
I know where that's at.
You know where it's at? Okay. And that's where I formed the Pittsburgh Paranormal Society.
Sweet.
So we went from 2006 all the way up to about 2019. And Bill, I got to tell you, when I first formed it, I was in my 40s.
Right.
So I had a lot of energies. You know, I had a lot of energy. Hey, Holly, good to see you. I had a lot of energy, man.
Oh my God, I know where you're going.
2 to 3 times a week. I mean, we were like, we were just like busy.
Yes.
And, but as time went on, my friend, the old age started to creep in. Okay?
Yes.
And I couldn't, because I work on Sundays, but I could work till Saturday, go on an investigation till 2, 3 in the morning on a Saturday night and have no problem waking up and going to work, right?
Yes.
I just can't do that no more. And my bedtime's like 10 o'clock, you know. And so I just, I just got tired. I just
Right.
didn't have the energy no more. But hey, Sebastian, good to see you.
Right.
Now, to be honest with you, too, I kind of glad that I retired from it. I did retire to Pittsburgh Paranormal Society. The only reason why I still have that Facebook page up, the PPS Facebook page, is because of my radio show,
Right.
broadcast. Hey, Christine, good to see you.
Okay. You know, we'll get to your radio show in a minute here, but it's a shame you retired, but I do understand why.
Right,
Um, you know, well, you know the situation, what happened with me this summer,
right,
where
exactly.
I was sick all summer. I couldn't get out and do my research out in the field. And
Hmm.
I got to admit, I got kind of lazy because I had to sit around a lot,
Right, exactly.
But now I want to get back out there and get investigating again and researching. And the weather's turning to crap.
Yeah.
And I'm not a young spring chicken anymore either. But I do understand where you're going with that one. But anyhow, go ahead, sir.
But after I retired, I really didn't really. I retired from going out on the investigations, but I do a lot of work with other groups. Okay. If
Right.
they need my help, I help them out, or if they want me to look at evidence, I'll look at evidence for them, or I do a lot of speaking engagements still. So even though I'm not out there hands on, or as they say in Bigfoot, boots on the
Yeah.
ground,
Boots on the ground.
boots on the ground. Um, I just I take the easy way out. I just go to them. I go with groups, or I just go with people, and I sit around and we'll have
Yeah.
coffee and talk about it.
Well, you're welcome to come on up here, especially during my conference. And
Okay.
you'll be the reason why I can sit my ass down.
That's funny.
For the ones that don't know, the last Saturday of March every year, I put on the Penn Ohio Paranormal Conference. And it's being billed this year as the largest cryptic paranormal conference in Western PA, Eastern Ohio, and West Virginia.
Sweet.
Yeah. I had to move the event to Brookfield, Ohio, which is only a couple miles from my house, the event center, and I live in PA. Because it outgrew where we were at.
Mm-hmm.
And awesome speakers, awesome vendors, the whole 9 yards, from the different authors, podcasters, people to selling paranormal encrypted stuff, artists, so it turned out to be a great event.
Mm-hmm.
Wear my old butt out though.
I bet it did, man. I bet you slept for 2 days.
Oh, I needed to, but
yes.
So you're definitely invited to come on up.
Thank you.
Give me a reason to sit down, Shawn. We're only like an hour and a half, maybe hour 45 minutes from you.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No.
I just remember, Bill, I used to travel a long ways to go to investigations. Like we've done West Virginia, we've gone out east, Gettysburg, York County, in Ohio. So,
Right.
but that's one nice thing. What I like to do now, I got a nice truck now, and I like to drive. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so that's what I would have no problem. Thank you for the invite. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Mhm.
I definitely love to have you up here. Now, does your truck got heated seats?
Yes, it does.
Oh, you're picking my ass up.
Yes, they do. And I'll tell you
Oh,
what, they get awful toasty. Yes, they
yes,
do.
they do. Yes, they
Yes.
do. Our car has that too. And so I hate taking my Blazer when it's winter time. I love taking the car.
Oh, Stone, my friend Stony, she's on. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm glad you made it, Stony. That's my
Yes.
girl. She's a good girl.
Yep.
Thank
And folks, my real name is not Boo Billy. It's
you.
Halloween time. That's why I put that on there.
Boo, Billy.
Yeah.
You know, it got a catch to it, Bill.
Yes.
It got a catch to it. Yes.
I almost put Chili Billy. I said, no, man.
No,
He'll
no.
come back and haunt my ass
Yeah.
big time.
Yes, he will, man. Chili Billy Cardilli, man.
Yes.
You
And
know,
believe it or not, there's a garage right down over the hill from me.
right?
Was his parents and grandparents.
Oh, wow.
Cardell Sign Company.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That is all. That's
We
neat.
got history here with Chili Billy in this town.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, this old town, Sean, got a lot of ghost history.
Oh, I can imagine.
It's an old steel mill town.
Hmm.
It's definitely got it. Old Frank Buell and his wife Julia, their home up on top of East State Street. It's
Okay.
now Winners own it, and they made it like a bed and breakfast, but they kept it pretty much original.
Right.
And they put a lot of money into it to fix it up and get it back. But every now and then you can see Julia Buell up in the bedroom window.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Have you ever experienced that?
yeah, I saw her once, but we're not allowed to go in there and do a ghost hunt.
Why not?
Mrs. Winter don't allow it.
Okay.
She says no, and that thing with the terror they own out near the Shenango Reservoir. That's an old from the 1800s.
Right.
That got a lot of history there too. And I'm like, man, I love to do that. And I wanted to put on a ghost tour in town here because I know several buildings right downtown that are haunted. And the local historical society guy said, oh, no, we're planning it.
That's good.
They're not.
That's good.
He hasn't got it put together.
Wow. I hope he does because
So
honestly, Bill, I love those ghost walks. I really do. Mon City has one.
Yes.
Gettysburg does them. And there's a couple other places right off the top of my head that I can't remember, but I enjoy them. And not so much looking for ghosts. I love the history behind each building.
Yes.
To me, the history is the deal. In fact, anywhere we went to investigate, I always read up on the history of the
You
place
got
that we were
to.
at. Yeah.
You got to. Now, and I believe I told you on your show about investigating the old Butler VA hospital.
Yeah. I've done that.
And a lot of activity there.
Yes.
A lot of history with the activity that we had.
Right.
It was just awesome. That's a 288,000 square foot building that's probably getting torn down, unfortunately.
Well, that bugs me. Why can't the historical society step in and save it? Have them come in and run.
It's run by the federal government.
No
They
comment.
still got electric on and heat on in that place.
No comment. But,
Yeah. So, I can't say much.
Right. I understand completely.
They're still trying to work for us to get back in there again. And I hope we can before they tear it down.
Oh, I hope so too.
That was one awesome 5 hours of the evening or night. We never got out of there till I think like almost 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you another place up in Butler that's pretty haunted too is the Masonic Lodge up there.
Yes.
Yes, we
Yes.
did an investigation up there a
Yeah.
while back, like 8, 9 years ago. I loved it. I was very, very haunted up there in the Masonic Lodge.
Yeah. Excuse me. I'll be at the Masonic Lodge in Johnstown this weekend,
Okay.
but I don't think that's so well haunted.
How do you know? Take your equipment, Bill. Seriously,
I am.
take the equipment
Believe me,
and
I
just
am.
do a walkthrough, brother.
Mhm.
See what happens. That K2 goes off, brother, then you know for a fact there's something there.
Yes. Oh, believe me, I'm taking it.
Good.
And I'm actually speaking at the event in there, so
Cool.
I'm excited about that. And we're going to be talking about the extraterrestrial paranormal collaboration with Bigfoot.
Nah. Right up my alley, brother. We discussed this earlier.
Yeah.
I'll take it to my grave, Bill. I'll
Yes.
take it to my grave. That Bigfoot and the aliens and UFOs work hand in hand. They bring them in through the portal from the other dimension, and then when someone spots them, then the UFOs, they pop them right back to where they came from. I have no doubt in my mind. I'll take that to my grave.
Uh, you know what? I can't say you're right or wrong.
Right, and
Yeah.
that's okay.
Hey.
That's okay.
Hey, Mark, how you doing? Mark Eddie's out there.
Hey, Mark, good to see you, buddy.
The thing is, I saw mine 15 feet away, as you know.
Right.
15 feet from me. Yes, it scared the hell out of me, folks. And no, I did not get a picture. I was too scared, too busy running backwards. But what I saw, I presume, keyword, presume,
Mm-hmm.
flesh and blood. But is it? I don't know.
Right.
Is it extraterrestrial? I don't know. Did it jump through portals? I don't know. And I tell everyone, I did not see it say, hey, Scotty, beam me up. I don't know. So
But
I'm down that
we're-
rabbit hole.
That's why we're investigators, Bill. We gotta look into that stuff.
What's this little hobbit wants to do? Wait a minute.
That's my girl.
Interested in
Oh.
doing
A long distance VIA live feed ghost hunt. I've done this a couple of times. The results were awesome. They named me, and the host didn't even know my true name. Smiles. Stoney,
Wow.
can I tell them where you're from? Can I tell them where you're from? She says, do you have a
Yeah.
list of questions you
We
ask?
got, yes, we do. It depends on where we're at. Like the old VA hospital. She says, yeah, fire away.
New Zealand.
Awesome. I'm in love with you, Stoney.
Hey,
Right,
Mr.
Steve.
Wojo. There's Mr. Wojo.
Yeah, there he is. New Zealand. I'm going to go with her. But no, seriously. Like at the VA, I did have a list of questions for them. Someone's private residence. I'm getting what they say was going on. Then I come up with the other list. And then just the normal investigation, there's another list of questions.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They're basically the same.
Right.
But like at the VA, you got to be careful what you say to the veterans.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh, my God.
The one that was with us kept asking him if they were in the Navy, and the one entity told him to go F himself.
I must have been a Marine.
Army.
Army.
He said, go F yourself, squid. And you got Go F self squid.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they
I went,
kind of know.
yes.
That's
Oh
funny.
man. Um,
But I used to say this question all the time when I went on an investigation. Um, do you know you're dead?
yes.
Did you know that you died? And a lot of them say yes. Hey, Cindy
Hello,
Mix,
Cindy.
my girl.
Uh,
Yes.
but do you know what? When I asked a few of them, they wanted to go on through with the rest of their families and everything. Uh,
Right.
I get no. They
Hmm.
don't want to leave that plane.
They're
I
happy
go,
there.
yeah. I go, are you scared? No. Some said yes, but most of them no. Um, Joe is it the one military guy's name. Uh, he's the one that said F you to the guy.
Okay.
But I asked him, did he want to go with his family? No. Well, thanks, Joe.
Thanks, buddy. Thank
I
you,
thought
buddy.
all my guests were good.
Hey, Joe Fox. Good to see you, my friend.
Oh, man. But
Um,
yes, you're right. It is about time, Joe. But no, seriously, it was like, then I asked him if he wanted to go because we were going to move on down the hall. I said,
right.
would you like to go with us? No, stay here.
Okay.
He did not want to leave his room. I don't know
Oh,
why, but
well, he just probably felt safe there. But let
yeah,
me tell you something, my friend. Um, for all the years that I've been investigating, there's a couple of reasons why people do not want to go to the light. And the main reason is that all their lives, when they were young, when they were growing up, they were always taught that you're going to hell if you commit a sin.
right.
Okay. And so when they pass away and their spirit leaves their body, they just feel like I don't want to go to the light because I committed all kinds of sin, and I would they'll probably think, well, we're going to go to hell. So a lot of people, a lot of the spirits out there stay on the earth plane because they're afraid to go to the light because they're afraid that they'll get judged and sent to hell. That's the number one reason.
Yeah,
The second reason is, say like you're married to, so like you and Stoney are married, right? And you did everything together, inseparable, and all of a sudden, Stoney passes away, right? And you just like you're just so heartbroken and sad and that. Do you think Stoney will actually leave you in the type of place you are right now mentally? Do you think she'll leave you? No, she'll be hanging there with you.
yeah, and that's the thing. Um, yeah, they don't know. Yeah.
You okay there, bro?
Yeah, I'm looking at a message that they can't get into the see the podcast, but I know a lot of them is a safety factor. But
Yep.
I believe what you were saying too about the light,
Right.
because even if they ask for forgiveness, but we still committed that stuff, are we going to go to hell?
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
and I don't know. I don't know, and I want to say they can they can actually cross over through the light and not go to hell if they ask for forgiveness. That's what I believe. But
Okay.
who am I to say? I
Well,
can be 110% wrong, you know?
and that, and you know what? In our fields, it's okay to be wrong.
Yes. And Joe says, I've been taught to directly make a beeline to the light.
Oh, okay. Are you Catholic, Joe? 18 years of Catholic life, dude. Now, I'm not knocking the Catholic Church or the Catholic teachings. I can't do that. I respect that. But that's
Yeah,
what I was
same
taught.
here. And I do respect it, but uh, I respect all religion. But
Yeah,
some of it is like I don't buy into it, but I respect it,
right.
and that's
As long as you get peace with it, and you have good faith with it, not a problem. Ooh, what's Sony said? I let go of sin and have
yeah.
been. Oh, there we go. Yay! Now we can read. I
I
let
let
go
go
of
of the
sin.
sin.
Good.
I have been in the light and light rooms a few times. It's not somewhere I will be heading. I'm happy to hang out in the center point.
Sweet,
Okay.
Sony. Just make a reservation for me and Bill. All right, save us a couple
Yeah.
seats. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes. Because I definitely like to be in the center room and watching the people come and go. Some of them I might make fun of.
You know what, Bill? I really can't wait till I pass away, and I'll tell you why. For everything that I have investigated, whatever I thought, um, I can see it firsthand. Now, um, an old person was in my group. He says all the time. He said, um, "Do they have roles there on the other side? Can it go anywhere at once, or does it have to stay in a certain place?" And when I pass away, my friend, I'm going to find out.
Yeah. Yep. And that's parts of it, being able to laugh without words.
Oh yeah.
True. True. Uh, but
You want to bring up Cindy's?
yes, I am. Some people are definitely are polarized from the religion. Hopefully, this can be changed for future people passing away. Yes, I agree
Yes.
110%, Cindy, because yeah, and I'm not degrading the Catholics and their, but they were the keepers of the Bible. How much was taken out to fit whatever Pope wanted to profess? Yeah, you've heard this. I've heard it. I don't know how true it is, but the Book of Enoch was supposedly taken out. But how did
Yep.
that get publicized? They got rid of these, supposedly hid them in the basement or destroyed them. I don't
Saint
know.
Saint Thomas was hidden in the Dead Sea Scrolls, and we can have another show on the Bible because my people know what I feel about that book, and I'm not going to go any further with it today. We're having a good time.
Yeah, yeah. So I feel that you take whatever you're reading and take it for not face value, but if you want to believe everything that's said right there, do it.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah,
yeah, and that's why we have freedom of speech.
uh-huh.
You are entitled to talk or say whatever you want to, and it's the people who judge them are the wrong. You know what I mean?
Right.
People ought to respect what they say, and you know what I mean. And that's the way I deal with everybody. Everybody.
Yes. And look, Cindy fell right into that category right there with you. When I worked in hospice, I definitely told my views to people, which you have every right to do.
Yes, absolutely.
It's not like Facebook where we get censored. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble for that one.
No, you won't. No,
but
you won't.
But the problem is, okay, different books of the Bible. You got your King James, you got the Concord, you got
Hmm.
they their definitions are different.
Right.
So and that makes it even harder for people to understand. So
Right.
when you're passing away, no wonder you're scared to go to the light.
Exactly, sir. Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
and I understand that. I believe in the higher power. I believe that they do forgive you. I do. You ask for forgiveness, they supposedly forgive you. I don't know if I'm going to go to the light right away, but I'll end up going.
I know where you're going. I know where you're going. You're going to go to the closest forest, and then you're going to be able to hunt all the Bigfoot you want.
Yes.
And then you'll say, "Damn it! Why didn't I see you when I was alive?" You know what I
Yes.
mean, sir?
Yes.
Boy,
Yes.
Stoney got a lot of good stuff here.
Yeah. Let me bring this one up then. Uh, uh, you know, wait. Let's see how it was out there without knowing of today. That's true. That's, Tony, that's true. But here's this too. And I understand the Ten Commandments. And that came out of the Old Testament. Now, if I was Jehovah's Witness, that's all I would know is the Old Testament.
Right.
Because they don't believe in the New Testament. They don't believe Jesus was the Son of God. So, do they accept the Ten Commandments? And do the people, after reading the New Testament, what do they believe in? And how in the hell did we get on religion?
I don't know, dude. I honestly don't know. Don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. Go ahead.
oh
Say-
man.
That's for another show.
Yes. Well, my grandmother would be coming back smacking me.
There you go. There you go.
I taught you better than that. Here's what
Yep.
you're supposed to be saying when it comes to it.
Exactly.
She made me go to church. Yes. And but the thing is, I was brought up to have the freedom of free thinking too.
Yes.
Yeah. My mom instilled that in me. Wait a minute. Things are jumping here. I love Bigfoot, a very misunderstood, multi-dimensional. How many times have we heard they shake and bash houses, cabins, but they don't open doors or smash windows? I've heard
That's your question there, Bill.
Yeah. Stoney, let me say, you're probably 110% right, but there's some things you're a little bit wrong on that statement. They're known to open doors. They have opened doors. Did they go in? No. No, they didn't. The thing is, we don't really know what Bigfoot is. Is he interdimensional? I don't know. Does he jump through portals? I don't know. Is he just flesh and blood, or is they different? There's different types of them. Some can be interdimensional. I know. I'm just throwing this all out there because we really don't know.
No, I'm sorry, Bill. Jenny Nicosio's in the room now, man.
Oh,
That's the cute blonde hair girl I told you about.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hi, Jenny.
yeah, yeah. That's cool. Oh, Cindy has a question for you, bud.
Yeah. No, I did not. Um, I've been down around Dayton, but I didn't get to investigate down there. Uh, it's an interesting place too.
Where's
It's just
that at? Where's that at, buddy?
between Katanning and Indiana,
Okay, okay,
PA, in that area. I think they're a little northeast of Katanning and northwest of Indiana. Uh,
okay,
but just a little, not much.
okay.
Um, but there's a lot of hauntings and Bigfoots, and which makes it kind of weird because I'm mainly into Bigfoot. So which way do I go with it? I got to spend a bunch of time there just to do my investigating on both ends.
Okay.
Talk about burning a candle at both ends.
All right, tell me about it.
Day and night, buddy. Day and night.
Oh, it's Squatch Man. Hey, dude. Good to see you. We got Squatch Man in the house.
There he is. There he is. Wait a minute. Jenny's not blonde anymore.
No, she isn't.
What's going on there, Jenny? You're ruining us old guys' fantasies.
That's funny. Can I ask you a question, Bill? May I?
Yes, sir.
Why is Pennsylvania in the top 15 of Bigfoot sightings?
Top 5.
Oh, they're in the top 5 now?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let me throw this out there. Woods.
Okay.
The Appalachia Mountains. The Chestnut Ridge.
Okay.
A lot right there. Yes, they're in the top 5, and they're the Mothman is not a ship; it's an alien stone. We'll say that. We can argue that one. And yes, I do think the Bigfoot population is growing. They got to. They're having babies. They got to grow. How many do we have here in this country? I don't know. Yeah, someone tried to use how they check the bear populations. And I don't agree with the way they do that, because the bear populations they check with, they try to count the males and figure it out from there. You can't do that. You might have them in some areas, 4 males, then you're going to have 15 females. How is your count accurate? It can't be close to accurate. But anyhow, now we're going to get back to Sony's thing here too. What do you think of the Mothman, Shawn?
I believe it is a story set up by the federal government to, at that time when Mothman was sighted, the federal government was dumping waste down there in that area, and they were dumping, I forget what it was, but it was some really bad chemicals that they did, and people were getting a little too close. So I think it's a story made up. I don't believe in the Mothman, and that's my personal thing.
Okay. All right. I got a good friend that actually seen it when she was a little girl.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
So I'm tending to believe it's not made up, but I do believe, and I wholeheartedly believe it's alien from just the
Mm.
description. Um, you know, I don't know. No, I don't know. I didn't see
Well,
it.
I'm just giving you my point of view
Yeah,
because,
I'm not disagreeing with you,
right.
but I'm saying my point of view is I think it's alien.
Okay. And
You
that's
know,
cool as hell too.
yeah, but the thing is, do we really know?
We don't. We don't know, but from people citing. Now, I would look at that as okay. So the Mothman story is out there down there. Is it Point Pleasant? I think it is.
Yep.
Um, that people are in that area, so automatically they're going to think, boy, they could see a turkey vulture flying. You know what I mean? And think, hey, that's
Well,
excuse me, that's the Mothman. But but everybody out there is listening to the show. Honestly, I respect that you believe in Mothman. I really do. I was just sharing my opinion on it.
yeah, we all have our own opinion.
Ooh, out in East Brady, Cindy Mitch.
I did not hear that one, Cindy. Um, Cindy? Are we friends on Facebook? I think we might be. If not, uh, please friend me because I want to hear about that. Uh,
Stony had something there too.
I She had a huge dark shadow wing figure that its wings width was the size of the roof of a house. But these days, I feel it was actually a ship or UFO.
Yeah, could be.
Could be, could very well be. Uh, yeah, and Jeannie has this too, and uh, some people believe it's genetically modified, being from a toxic chemical the military that was leaked, just like Spider-Man. Yeah, uh, I can believe that one too, Jeannie.
Ah,
Oh, Stony. That's interesting. Um, and Jeannie is, hey, it's a possibility, a big time possibility. Um,
I mean, think about it. Think about it, right? So Stony saw it down in New Zealand, right? And it's
mhm.
from Point Pleasant. Maybe it does go interdimensional and ended up in New
uh,
Zealand.
I think there's more than one because it's been seen up in Wisconsin. I'm trying to think where East Liverpool, which could be Point Pleasant, one flying over to East Liverpool. Uh, Now, what about Thunderbirds?
I believe in those. I believe
'Cause
in
I took a
Thunderbird.
report down in Washington County last year. We were at an event at the Patsy Holman Day, Bigfoot Day down there. And this lady come up and told me just a week before, and then she brought her friend over to verify it. And I wrote the report up where one just flew up and the wings went right over the car and
Oh
went on.
wow.
And I said, all right, I'm being honest here. I want to know, you guys been drinking? And they both said, not that day. And the one says, wow, I should have been. I didn't even think of that. I started laughing. But I said, I had to ask because, but they described the wing took up the whole hood of the car as it flew over in an angle. Now,
Well, you're busy tonight in the chat room, my friend.
Yes, we are. Oh, really, Jeannie? Oh, that's interesting. If it looked like that winged creature, that could be an actual Mothman. Was it shaped like it? Uh, oh, reminds you of a creature from Creepers Jeepers. Oh boy, okay. And Stone's right. If it's technology, it can get from A to B in a blink. Yes, she's technology more than that we have that we know of.
Oh yeah,
I,
absolutely,
I,
dude.
I agree with you with that, Stone.
Oh
Um,
my God. Wow. Gary. Hey Gary,
yeah,
good to see you. That was cool. Thank you for stopping in.
yeah, Gary, thank you. Uh, he's still kicking. He's giving me a bunch of info. But now, with that Thunderbird report, that was very interesting. Then, when I was up in Jefferson County, the one guy that was there tried to get his buddies to come to talk to me about the Thunderbirds they saw up there near Punxsutawney in Reynoldsville up there.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I believe they're out there. Have I seen one? Not yet. Uh, eh, I
No,
don't
yeah.
mind. Go ahead.
People ask me, Shawn, what would you do if you saw a Bigfoot? I said, I'll shake its hand if it allowed me. I ain't gonna run, dude. I figure my health insurance, my life insurance, all paid up, right? Son's taken care of. So just wait and see what happens. Because
Well,
I have read that in some articles to where this one guy actually became like kind of friends with the Bigfoot. You know what I mean? They saw
uh,
each other.
yeah, I've heard stories. I've posted a video where this reporter, he kind of made me look like an asshole. So I'm very pissed off about
I'll tell him to kiss. Okay. Hey, Mr. Tony. Tony, Mr. Tony.
it. Yeah. Cindy, so you're up in Punxsutawney now. That's cool. Um, um, Westmoreland's one of the largest counties we have, Jeannie. Um, but the thing is, I lost my train of thought again.
Well, here's the
Old age
theory.
is setting in.
I'll know your train of thought, sir, means that you weren't probably allowed to say it by spirit.
Yes. But, the thing is that I researched Bigfoot. I saw mine at 15 feet, and I never got scared of anything in my life. I got startled 3 years ago. I saw that Bigfoot, and guess what happened? I got scared.
Okay.
And
that's okay.
at that, not for a few weeks after that, it wasn't. I did have PTSD, and it was driving me nuts why I got scared and the whole 9 yards. And it took me a while, and people talking to me and trying to get my head straight again, and found out I'm human. I'm not superhuman. What a Bigfoot, Stone. It was 15 feet from me, right inside the wood line. I was on a trail. And hell, I wasn't afraid of nothing in my life. For 62 years, I wasn't afraid of nothing. When I saw that did it in for me. And I don't wish to get that close ever again. I do want to see him more, but I don't want to be up close till I know it's safe enough to, because I did not know what it would do. At 15 feet, it can have me in a couple steps. And the muscle tones I saw on it, the trapezes, the whole 9 yards. Yes, Stone. I just, it totally overwhelmed me, too. And I ran backwards. Maybe that's why I like ghost hunting a little better. I do Bigfoot hunting, even though I go Bigfoot hunting. And when I say hunting, I don't take a gun.
Good.
No,
Good.
I don't believe you should shoot one. Truthfully, and for the most part, they seem peaceful. But I was told of a few areas where they're not so peaceful. They are very aggressive. So we got to remember that they can be aggressive, and their size compared to ours, we don't stand a chance.
Right.
So,
Well, what?
yes, Cindy. Yep. Around 1995, yes. And people do get shortcut. I talked to a hunter. He won't go back in the woods from his sighting. I know people that realized there were a ghost in their house. They moved. And the ghost wasn't doing anything wrong. Stone, I don't know how I'm going to react the next time. I can't honestly say. I don't think I'm going to be as scared. And I don't think the next one I see is going to be up close and personal. That's the thing. I don't know how I'm going to react. Shawn, what do you think? You say you want to shake its hand.
Basically, yeah. I would not run away from it, because to me, it's showing fear to the Bigfoot that I'm afraid of it. You know what I mean? And so, mentally, I would say, no, I'm here. You know, let's do something. You know what I mean? It's like I told you, my insurance is all picked up and covered. So, and then I know I'm a slow dude, man. I'm got some weight on me, so it's like.
In 3 years, I put some on too, so I know I can't run like I used to.
Nah, I'd say. But no, here's the way I look at it. And what you were saying, that some are not, some are aggressive, some are not. But if they walk like us and if they walk like us, even though they're taller, right? Instead of them, I'm sure they know about people, about us. There should, as long as you do not attack them or be aggressive to them, they're just going to be okay. Now you get the mama squatch, and she has some babies, right? That might be a little different, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she'll protect her babies just like a mother would, with their children. But I really believe.
I did have stones thrown at me on a trail, and even in the woods, different places. And to me, that's them telling me, get the hell out.
Yeah.
And what I do, I left. Not out of fear, but out of them telling me to get out. They don't want me in their home.
Right.
Okay, I'm out. Um, yeah, you're right, warning me. And like you said, a mama squatch with her babies. Or if you interrupt right in the middle of a hunt,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, you're messing with their food. I believe they will get a little aggressive there. You do have rogue ones. Maybe a male went after the alpha and got kicked out of the pod there. And so he's all pissed off and comes after you because he's mad when he
Yeah.
sees you. Um, but, you know, we just don't understand all that yet. Uh,
Do you
there,
think we ever will, Bill? Do you think we ever will?
I do, because with the more and more sightings we're having, and if the some of these asinine researchers share their information they get
Hmm.
with other researchers, I think we're going to get some answers.
Okay.
You, there's a whole group I deal with that will share with you, but then there's some won't share nothing with you because this is all mine.
Yeah.
How is that
Same
helping?
way in the paranormal field, brother.
Yeah. So the one area I research a lot, that there is a gifting site that we have. Um, you, but you got to remember, yes, group politics everywhere. I know, believe me, and I told a couple people off about that. Um, I said, you ain't helping the whole situation. Just get away from me. I have done that. Yeah, because I'm all about sharing the information that you get.
Hmm.
Um, but the one area I research, I talk to them as I'm going in. Let them know I'm there. I'm just there and to relax and see what's new that yous have done. The whole 9 yards. I said, if you like to show yourself, show yourself. Well, the one time I didn't do that, I had a lot on my mind. I walked in without saying nothing. There's woods on the left side of me, or the right side of me, woods on the left side of me, then a big brush field. Uh, and then you get down right past that brush field, another wood line that goes to the left. And I go down to that one and go in and over a gully and over and go sit. Well, I get down almost the end of that brush line, and on the left side of me was one of the loudest tree knocks I ever heard. Uh, and it sounded like it was right next to me. I turned and looked. And I'm looking around, and finally I'm saying, I'm sorry, it's me. I had a lot on my mind. I should have told you I was here. I'm totally sorry. I go on in. You don't even hear a squirrel, a chipmunk, a bird. You don't even see a bug moving. I'm sitting there for an hour. You don't hear a damn thing. I know I ticked them off. I get up, grab my gear, and I says, well, I'm leaving now. I apologize for making you mad. I won't do it again. And I'm walking out. I get out to the trail. Here's a bird. You hear it flying over. I'm looking, okay, that's cool. Then you start
Yeah.
hearing birds. Then I had a rabbit run across the trail in front of me. I went, wow, I'll never piss them off again. Oh, they were still watching me, Stone. They really were. And believe me, you don't have to travel far into the woods. A lot of people want to hike miles in. You don't have to. get in there, make a safe place and make a little fire, have a little fire, sit there. I'll guarantee if they're in the area, they'll come up to you. Not right to you, but they'll sit in the background and watch you. And you will actually feel them watching you. We are their entertainment. The one camp out, we had them watching us and wait till everyone went to bed and someone left a bag of chips on the picnic table. It actually came, opened up the bag, ate the chips and left it there, the bag there. It wasn't a raccoon because the raccoon ran with the bag and tore it totally apart. And believe me, I know that for a fact.
Cindy says so.
Oh, you're welcome, Cindy. Here, I'll put it up.
Okay.
We got to put it out there to make people know.
Thank you, Cindy.
In my agents group, we do not, and I will repeat this, we do not put up with anybody being a smartass, getting bullied, any of that crap. We don't put up with it. It's a safe place to share your knowledge, share your experiences, and we don't. I don't care. What's so funny, brother?
He got Mark Eddy says, "Rock on."
Answers. Yep.
Damn proud to be one too, Mark.
Hey, let me tell you, I got a good friend from the Pittsburgh area, Frank Seary. He's a Baltimore Raven fan because he's from Baltimore originally. So I put up that post. I think you've seen it. So for the ones that don't know, the Steelers are 3-0, not like the Baltimore Raven 1-2.
Yeah.
Well, I had to. But that's the thing. We get, as long as we share our information and make it a safe place for people, it's worth it.
It was lovely chatting with you again, Stoney. It really was. Thank you.
Yes, Stoney. Thank you for coming on. And if you guys have not subscribed to my YouTube, please do. I appreciate it. Or join my Agents of the Unexplained group page. I got one question. Do you abide by the admin's rules? That's it. And it's a private group. I had to turn it private because once it hit over 1,000, we had so many trolls in there.
Yeah.
And the one post, these people went nuts on a Dogman's print and started saying all kind of crap. I said, that's it. I started booting them and blocking them from the group and turned the group private. I hated to do that, but I had to do it because it cut down on the trolls.
Smart move, dude.
Yeah. And because I ain't going to have no one get insulted and treated like crap.
Right.
But anyhow, it's 8:04.
Yep.
You feel like going on a little bit more, or are you tired?
Yeah, sure. I'm good now. I'm good for a little bit.
Okay, let's go on a little bit. All right, what's your theories on Wendigo?
A really good friend of mine, they were up at Blue Miss Road up near North Park. And I kind of taught them how to ghost hunt. They were there for a ghost hunt. They're on Blue Miss Road. And her son saw a Wendigo. Okay. And her son is a very honest person. You know what I mean? He's very, very, he calls it as it is, but he's also an honest. And you know, if someone like Stony, and I didn't know her, came up to me, I saw a Wendigo, and then I would have to doubt it, right?
Right.
But the kid who saw it, along with his mom, you know, I have no doubt that they do exist. Now, I really haven't been involved with the Wendigo. Mainly Bigfoot, UFOs, aliens, and Dogman. Okay, on my
Right.
show. But when it comes to the Wendigo, um, I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on that, Bill.
Can I say something about that?
Sure, please.
They're not a cryptid.
Oh, they're not?
They're a demon.
I did not know that.
Ryan Paul Tremblay. You need him on your show.
Can you send me his name in Messenger, please?
Yes, I will. You need him on your show. He's one of the foremost experts, even though we don't have experts, but he really studies about the Wendigo, skinwalkers. This gentleman is very, very into it. And he really reads up on them and studies it. And actually, he's going to be on my show again October 16th. I'm not sure what we're covering that time, but intelligence with it. Oh my God, I learned a lot from him. He's a young guy and I learned a lot from him, and I'm very appreciative of him. Now, you mentioned Dogman and how that kid with the Wendigo.
Right.
I had a gentleman give me a Dogman report. I talked to him, went to see him about where it was happened at, and he was kind of nervous too. But I know him, and I know his family.
Right.
And he is one of the honest ones too.
Okay.
And I started doing some more checking because this Dogman report that he gave me is right on the edge of town.
I believe that.
We're in Sharon's a small town.
Right.
So I started doing some checking with some other researchers. Out at the Shenango Reservoir, there's been reports, and there was one report in that town just next door to us. It was seen in an alley. One was.
Oh, wow.
So for them traveling, I say they travel along the riverbank.
Okay.
From the reservoir on through here. And I do believe, because I was making some marks of where they were spotted at, and it's like they're traveling the rivers. We got dogmen in this area. Now that scares me.
Can I ask why? What's the difference between having a dog man compared to a Bigfoot?
Well, they got a shepherd's head.
Okay.
All right. To me, it's like a shepherd's head. Anubis' head looks like a shepherd.
Okay.
I was 15 years old, and a neighbor of ours. Oh yeah, my buddy Dave Bruce.
Hi, Dave.
He had 22 shepherds chained up on cables on his property, keep people out, and so they couldn't fish the creek either.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one got loose, jumped the 6-foot fence. Me and my one neighbor, Rick, was walking down the street, and that shepherd came. And if I didn't turn and went like this here to block it with my shoulder, it got me here. I went through 14 rabies shots.
Oh, my God.
So those things scare me, Shawn. I do not want rabies shots again.
Hey, Dave. Good to see you.
Oh man, yeah, truthfully, and I heard conflicting stories where like the one that kid told me, it came up like from the river, it was crossing the trail, um, but it looked at him, and then went on into the woods,
Mhm.
and it's like, okay. Other ones said they snarled and growled and at them at a long distance. Land between the lakes, they say it's either a very aggressive Bigfoot or a dog man. And I think Martin Grove's leaning toward dog man. I got to talk to him yet. He does total research there. Uh, I don't know. I just don't want to mess with him.
Okay. That's,
Uh,
un-
I'll
that's
take reports. I don't want to go see one. I'll
oh,
have
well.
someone else to do the research. No,
Mhm.
I'd still go out and research, and investigate. I would. But to run into one, no, I don't want to because my luck
Hmm.
would be aggressive. And now, do you think they are they like a Bigfoot, or do you think they're a separate entity
I
altogether?
believe I believe they are a separate entity.
Same here. Same here.
Yes, definitely separate.
I know a
But then
couple.
again, I had people on my show, okay, that believed that the dog man was created by the military or some type of private company that was messing with
Trying to make
DNA.
a trying to make a super soldier.
Right, basically. And
Yes.
we have like I know 2 or 3 guys we had on that bought that,
Yep.
that the military. But what they did was they made a couple, and then all of a sudden they broke loose, and and the rest is history. So they got a lot of.
Well, see, I don't know. I don't know. Anubis,
Mhm.
Egyptian time, they were out there. So
Right.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Maybe one day, Bill, we'll get that answer. You know what I mean? Maybe one day.
Yes. Yeah.
And
And
what the crazy thing about that is, once we get the answers, there's still people going to doubt it, and they're going to come up with different ideas. So
yep.
it's like, it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Catch 20.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's like with Bigfoot. It is like, what the hell? Eh,
Right.
I know what I saw. Oh, it's just a bear.
Okay. That's what you think.
Now go
But
ahead.
here's the question I come back at people. I say, well, were you there with me? So how can you tell me that it wasn't a bear? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I first started the paranormal field, PPS, I was like really excited sharing all orbs and stuff like that, and people ridiculed the shit out of me about it, and
Yeah.
it pissed me off for a long time. But I finally got to thinking, why don't I just keep it to myself and show it to people who believe in this kind of stuff? You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, I mean, if you look at my Facebook page, we have some pictures of apparitions there, but I will only post legitimate, pictures
Mhm.
of spirits. And we got like 2 or 3 of them, 4 of them. We have had a lot of personal experiences out on paranormal investigations. We had a ton of them. And see, to me, personal happenings to a person on an investigation is more important than having it on film, having it on
Yep.
um, radio or whatever. Thinking about that Bigfoot you saw, what, 15 feet away from you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? and I'd be like, wow. But I can't share it with anybody because they're going to ridicule it, and it's just going to get me mad, and I'm going to go off the deep end, you know. But so I keep
Uh,
all my good stuff. You know what I mean? I just keep it. You know what I mean? And you
yeah,
know, it's crazy. I've gone to
I agree.
investigations. Yeah, I've gone to investigations to where um, we don't get a damn thing.
Yeah,
We don't get a damn thing. Spend 3 4 hours at a place, and it's like the ghosts know what we're doing. Okay, they know what we're doing, and they're just like not in the mood that night to come and give us
well,
some K2
yeah,
readings.
that's the thing. I get really tired of people come when I tell my story. Say, "Are you sure it wasn't a bear?" Well, let's see. I
Mm,
spent most of my life in the woods.
right,
Um, I know what a bear looks like. That sure in hell wasn't a bear.
right.
So that's why I came up, and I do sell this stuff now. A Bigfoot walking and says it's just a bear. When I go to these conferences and that, uh, like the one I'm going to be at this weekend, I will have that there.
Right.
It's just a bear. And when I was down in Derry this past weekend, 99.9% of the stuff I sold was that. You know, and people laugh. But the
Hmm.
reason I made it is because I got tired of people saying that to me. Sure, was it
Right.
just a bear? Oh, I'm positive. Yeah. And one young
That's funny.
guy goes, "Why didn't you get a picture?" Well, number one, my phone was in my pocket.
Right.
By the time I get it out, get the camera turned on, after I get the phone unlocked, get the camera turned on, go to
Yeah.
focus on it, and I'm nervous as hell, scared as hell, shaking.
Right.
You think I'm going to get a clear picture? Oh, I thought about was getting out of there. You're
Cindy
right,
said,
Cindy. If people actually seen a Bigfoot, they would understand it's not a bear.
that's BEAR, honey, not BARE.
Well,
They like,
I can actually say that the people that were with me, with the one guy, Mike Bennett, I go, "Did you see it? Did you see it?" "Yeah, I saw Bigfoot's ass." Okay. Well, that brought my anxiety level down because I'm trying to figure out what the. He says, "They was walking down over the hill, Bill. I saw the backside." And yes, it was a bear ass.
oh, there's my girl,
"Hi,
Heidi.
Heidi. How you doing?"
All right, Heidi, good
Uh,
to see you, hon.
uh,
Much love from Pittsburgh.
uh, um, and much love from west of Pittsburgh, from the Sharon, PA area, right on the Ohio line.
Mm.
And yes, we call this Sharon, Kentucky.
Yeah, it's pretty country up there.
Yeah, it is. It is. I really can say Mercer County does got some beautiful countryside.
Yes, it
Uh,
does.
but you know, the thing is that people don't understand the emotions you have when you first see it
Right.
and the feelings you're having. Um, and I tell everyone to trust their gut.
That's it right there.
Trust your gut.
Trust your gut.
And I didn't have a gut feeling when I saw it. I just had scared feeling.
Right.
Um,
But even if you hear the knock or the rustling in the woods, or you know, you're thinking, yeah, that's a Bigfoot. I can feel it here. You know what I mean? I can feel them. Always trust your instincts. Now I tell people, never, ever,
yes.
ever, never. God, what was the word? Never doubt yourself. Honestly, everybody out there,
Yes.
never doubt. Never
Yes.
doubt.
I always put that trust in that gut feeling. Your gut's telling you, don't go no farther. Don't go no farther. I don't care if that's in the woods or in a city. Trust your gut.
Mhm.
Does it feel like someone's following you?
Right.
You getting that feeling? You're probably right.
Hmm.
Something's following you. It could be a person, could be a Bigfoot, it could be a dog, it could be a cat. Trust your feelings when you're out
Okay,
there.
Bill, let me ask you a question. Some of the that you do your not investigations on. Has anybody ever used a drone at night with infrared camera?
A drone? No,
Yeah,
not yet.
maybe
Not
not yet.
yet. I,
Okay,
I, I believe my friend Shane Spencer and Mike Hartman are going to be doing that here real soon over
okay.
in Knox County, Ohio. Um, and I hope they do because I want to. That I believe that's going to work.
Oh, I have no doubt in my mind it will work. I mean,
Uh,
have you
because
ever
it's up above. It's up above. The thing is,
exactly?
it's up above. If people are saying all these trail cameras out there, I think they can see the infrared.
Oh, I've
I
never done.
really do. I think the ones that do get on trail cams is an accidental catch.
Right.
The thing kind
I
of
mean,
stumbled into it.
you can like hide those, like hide them, and they would probably still see the infrared on it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
And that's why I've been telling people, all right, you got the game camera. What are you going to, you going to put it straight out so shoot straight out down this one trail? No, don't do that. Take it up in a tree about 20 feet, put it down in an angle. Because then you might be able to catch it because it's not shooting a straight infrared eye straight down the trail where it can catch it and it'll circle around behind you and never see it.
Right.
If it's coming down in an angle, it can accidentally walk into it. That's my theory. I don't know how good it is, how it will work.
Hmm.
Uh, and I came up with that this past spring, but being sick, I didn't get out this summer to try it out. But I will this after hunting season. I will be doing that.
Good.
Uh, we're coming into hunting seasons. I'm going to get a bunch of deer and deer hunters. I'm not going to do that. But, use a little bit of common sense. And if anyone's going out researching in the woods, it's that time of year. Start wearing fluorescent orange. I'm dead serious. I don't want no one getting shot. Yeah. You hear people getting shot in Pennsylvania like 4 times a year. And it's a shame. People don't use common sense.
See, we talked about this at work today. We got hunters that I work with, and I looked at him today and I said, how do you feel when you shoot Bambi? How can you do that? How do you feel when you shoot Bambi's mom or Bambi's dad? And they're like, well, whenever we're back at home and we cut it up and start eating it, that's how we feel good. You know what I mean? I cannot hunt. I never went hunting.
I
I never
did.
will be. I see, to be honest with you, if a deer turned around, looked me right in the eye, I'd say, shoo, go home to mom. Go home to mom.
Mm.
And that's the truth.
That's fine. That's fine. I brought Bambi's dad and mom home plenty of times, and boy, did they taste good.
I bet they do.
But I haven't gone out hunting in a few years now. Well, actually, it's been 3 years since my sighting, and
Mhm.
no, I'm not carrying a gun into the woods.
I don't blame you. Dave Bruce says researchers claim they can hear the camera as well.
The mechanical ones, Dave, and maybe the lens shutter. They are pretty electronic. They might hear that, But I believe they can smell the oil off the cameras because they're plastic, which is oil based. I believe they might be able to smell that. We don't really know why they do avoid these cameras more than any reason. You know, this is all speculation, like with the infrared eyes, the oil smell, the sound coming from it. It's very possible. Now, look how many pictures of a raccoon or a squirrel or a deer. Tony looking at the camera and he gets a picture of it, looking at it.
Right.
What caused it to look at the camera, straight at the camera? We just don't know.
Heidi says, I believe they sense or feel them. That's very possible, Heidi.
Yes, very. I believe they can. And
what's that?
No, Dave. No. We do not give Dr. Pepper. We do not. It stays with me.
I hear Dr. Pepper is better than water.
I think I put that up.
I know you did.
Yes, I'm a big supporter of Dr. Pepper. I even have their permission to, here, I'll show you. I got their permission to do this. But with all honesty, I did call the company and ask if I can go ahead and advertise for them. I do not want a commission on my podcast. They never got back to me. They're probably thinking, why are you calling and asking? Because I don't want sued. Sue mentality.
True.
So, but anyhow, it's going on 8:30 now.
Yeah.
It's getting about that time. I got to go beat up my grandsons.
Okay.
Kick my dog, and let my wife paddle my butt. I'll guarantee you, my dog will kick my butt, the kids will kick my butt, and so will my wife.
That's funny. Thank you for having me on, Bill.
Hey, thank you, sir. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight and hearing us ramble on. Shawn, we love you, man. You're a great guest. You're a great host, too.
Thank you.
And stick around. Let me get us off the air.
Okay. Goodbye.
Thank you for tuning in to the Agents of the Unexplained. Please visit our website at agentsoftheunexplained.net for unique paranormal merchandise like t-shirts, books, and coffee mugs. Join our Facebook group and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more thrilling content. Until next time, keep questioning the unexplainable.